Hello, and welcome to my contribution to Steampunk Hands Around the World. This year's theme has been Steampunk Makes Life Better, and there have been a variety of themes and subjects to choose from. I've chosen friends and relationships, because, in my opinion, Steampunk really has made life better with regard to friends and relationships, whether personally or for people I know. Steampunk is an inclusive movement. It's an acceptable subculture. People look at it online and they want to get involved, or they see it in passing, or see people and they're dressed as steampunks, and there's a spark of curiosity and they want to get involved. And from that spark, that's where friendships grow. I've made many friends through the world of steampunk and continue to do so almost on a weekly basis. It's incredibly inclusive. There are no age limits, race limits, gender, perceived social standing. It doesn't matter. Steampunk is there for everyone to enjoy, and that's the whole point. It's there to enjoy and get involved in. I've met people through steampunk, and I've got very good friends that I would probably never have met if it hadn't been for steampunk. I've got friends who are musicians, artists, all kinds of creative types. They're into literature, they're into manga, they're into film, you name it. There's so many creative types, there's so many wonderful people. They don't have to be creative, they're just wonderful people, and steampunk does tend to attract that sort of person. As humans, we are a social animal. We generally want to be involved in a group. We are a tribal animal. It's our thing that when we're not involved with a group, we tend to feel isolated. And on the whole, humans are not that kind of animal. Whether you want to support a football team, whether you want to be in a book club, whether you want to be in something that's involved in work, whether you're in a group management team or anything at all, we want to belong. We want to be with each other. We are a social animal. It's what's made us top of the food chain. It's what's made us as successful as we are. And from that, steampunk has evolved to be as inclusive as it is. From these friendships, relationships develop as well. I've got a lot of friends who have met through steampunk and have got into relationships through steampunk. They've got married through steampunk, or not, and having children through steampunk. And if it hadn't been for the world of steampunk, these people would never have met. So, yes, you can blame steampunk for a lot of things. But meeting, falling in love, and having children, or just having a loving relationship, that's not a bad thing. And if steampunk makes life better in that regard, we're on a winner, I think. Self-expression. Steampunk allows you to be yourself. You could give a dozen steampunks identical outfits at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, you'd have 12 individuals. They'd all have done something to that outfit to make it their own. They'd have altered it, they'd have added to it, taken things away from it. But that's the whole point. Steampunk allows you to be yourself without criticism. We are a group animal, yes, but we don't tend to wear uniforms. We don't need to wear a football jersey or a rugby scarf or anything at all, or a little badge saying that you belong to a group. Oh yes, yeah, apart from that one. That's my Lincoln Steampunk Society badge. So, that was, yes, not maybe the best analogy to use. But as a group, we don't have to wear the same football shirt. We don't have to wear the same scarf or the same boots or anything like that. We are individuals in our own right. We are expressive, and acceptably so as well. People with social issues, they are very accepted within the steampunk world as well. We are, a lot of us, the children that weren't picked for sports teams. We are the ones that were the outsiders, the geeky nerds. A lot of people do have social issues. If the truth be known, everyone's got social issues in some regard or not. It's whether it's expressed or not, or hidden in some way. But steampunk does allow you to feel comfortable in an environment where you're not going to be judged, where you're not going to have the finger pointed, where you're not going to be blamed. And it is an accepting environment in that regard. So where steampunk makes life better, where I'm sitting, with friendships, relationships, social gatherings, self-expression, it doesn't get much better, I'll be honest with you. Long may it continue. Thank you very much.